So here's one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of managers make.
Hmm.
Hi, I'm Barika from Simply Unique Coaching, and I'm here to help leaders who don't have the team that they desire and who are struggling trying to figure out what do they need to do in order to make their team better. I have over 15 years of leadership experience. I've led over 20 teams, really, when I count all of them all together. And so I have been able to see what works when it comes to leading teams and making the team successful, and then what makes teams not work. And so one of the most interesting things I'll say for me as a leader is that because I've spent so many years leading and because I also had some formal leadership training, read books, went to training, professional development classes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I can tell when people are lacking certain components of leadership. And when it comes to being a leader, one of the most important things I'm going to say is that you remember that your team is a group of individuals. The sooner that you understand that, because some people may mentally assent to understanding that, but if you're treating everybody as the same, then you really don't understand that you actually have a group of individuals. Sometimes people will try to lead the whole entire group the same way, and that is going to be ineffective as a leader. So if you're a brand new leader, sometimes you kind of just got to jump in. But I'm going to say, even in jumping in, you need to start to get to know the individuals on your team. And the quicker you get to know them, and I'm not talking about with the wrong heart, because people can pick up on that. If you're trying to get to know them so you can manipulate them or try to coerce them to do what you want, people can pick that up and they're going to tell you just exactly what they want you to know. So come at it with an authentic heart, with a pure heart to say, okay, I really genuinely want to get to know these individuals, and I want to know their strengths, and I want to know their weaknesses, and I want to know what motivates them, and I want to know what their thoughts are. And as you approach leadership from that perspective and out of a perspective of curiosity, like I'll call it humble curiosity. Ooh, I like that. I'm going to coin that phrase. When you approach leadership from a perspective of humble curiosity, then you are going to be able to get to know people and to say, oh, okay, this person is like this. Like Jane is a person who is inquisitive. So she would be really good on doing work that requires some deep thinking. Oh, John is really great at meeting people and having marketing skills. He has a natural gift of gab. So he would be perfect for doing something in maybe sales or in marketing or maybe in customer service, something where he gets to interact with people. And you find out what their interests are. And as best as you can, you try to fit them to items that can suit their interests. And even with their projects or opportunities that come up, you fit them to what suits them. Because sometimes that will actually, a lot of times, that will actually increase the loyalty of the employee to the organization. Because even if they can't do what they want to do, if they have an outlet to do that sometimes, that can be enough to satisfy them. For example, I remember I was working at one organization, and in my heart of hearts, I wanted to work overseas. And so I told all my leaders that I'm like, hey, look, I'm looking to graduate from school and work overseas, and that's my thing. And so at the time, they didn't have any overseas division, but what they did do was they allowed me to work with our partner companies that were overseas. They assigned them to me. So that was an outlet for me where I got to interact with a company in Jamaica, a company in Puerto Rico, a company, some other companies as well. I can't remember them all, but it allowed me to have that interaction. So it wasn't everything I wanted to do, but it was towards what I wanted to do. And that satisfied me in that role. So just think about yourself and think about how you don't want your leader to just treat you like you're one among many. You want to be known, you want to be understood. And the more that we consider how we want to be treated and we start to treat our employees the same way, the more successful we are as leaders. So I hope that that helps. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Also, make sure that you check out my leadership playlist. I have lots of videos on the list. A lot of them are short form. I am making more of the longer videos for YouTube because I just love to teach and I want you guys to learn and I want you to be the best leaders ever. Also, check out the 90-day leadership boot camp, which is down in the description below. I am going to be starting a new iteration of that. And I am excited for how it has grown. And I can tell you for the people, I've not had anybody who's gone through that boot camp that has given me negative feedback. Everyone who has completed that program has been so thrilled that they did. All right, guys, with that being said, make it a great day. Take care.